welcome to Weekly Ramblings. I was gonna do a musical intro, but I said no. Go!
Alright, we are here to recap Week 8. And we got the Thursday night game. We got the Chargers at the Broncos. The Broncos winning 35-21. And we both picked the Broncos on this one. It was somewhat of a tough battle for Peyton Manning, but he won by 2 touchdowns. And nonetheless, it is a win, again, for the Broncos. So,
Peyton's just being Peyton, man.
next game we got, it's all on him. The Lions at the Falcons, but it was played in London, so there was no home field advantage or home dome advantage. Falcons were up 21-0 at half, and they choked it away. I picked the Falcons to win this one, but no, you had to let the Lions score 22 unanswered points, and as a result, you guys lost 22-21. He picked the Lions, but he's going to ramble because this is his team. So I'm going to let him take it away.
Okay. As I said in my previous video about them losing to the Bears, I am going to try to be as professional as I can. Screw that! This team sucks! Good lord, you get up 21-0 in the first half, and then you decide, you know what? Actually, when you think about it, the end of that first half kind of signaled how the rest of the game was going to play out. You have about a minute and some change, minute 40, minute 50 maybe, and then you decide, you know what? We're going to kneel down the rest of this time instead of trying to get a field goal or maybe even get in the end zone. And then, how many points did they score in the second half? All right, 0. Oh man. Julio Jones and Baker, the guy on the opposite side of Jake Matthews, are the main reasons they lost this game. Not saying why they were close, but why they lost. First down with a minute some to go. They run the ball. Okay, good. That's fine. Lions use their final timeout. Second down. Holding call on Baker. What? The clock is stopped. Third down. Matty Ice throws to Julio Jones. Incomplete! Fourth down, they punted away. And in that entire situation, only one play was the clock actually going. Man, oh man. Also, Matty Ice, what was up with that interception you had? I don't think there was anybody in the area. We had a shot to go down the field and score. Thanks, man. Thanks. Good on you, though, Steven Jackson. You had a pretty good game.
I give him credit. He stayed as professional as he could, and he did well. All right, now on to the next game. The Seahawks at the Panthers. Who would have thought this? 13-9. I mean, we both picked the Seahawks, so we have nothing to complain about, but really? The defending Super Bowl champions only win by 4 against a struggling Carolina team. I don't know. I mean, yeah, consider it a win, but horrible. Come on, Pete Carroll. Stop chewing the gum and coach a team. I mean, I don't want you guys to win the Super Bowl again, considering that, the bandwagoners are going to be doubling, maybe tripling. But, come on. It's the Panthers.
The bandwagoners are breeding. I think I said in the last video, Seattle's offense is struggling. So is Carolina's, though. And I mean, Carolina has a decent enough defense, so I guess that's why they stopped them, but I don't know.
Fitzmagic! 30-16, Texans beating the Titans. And we both picked the Texans, obviously, because Fitzmagic is the answer to Houston's quarterback problems. In my opinion, that is. Well, actually, it's a true statement. But I am so glad that they were able to rebound from their losing streak and start winning again. And what better way than to just stomp on this suckish Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee, you beat Kansas City in week 1. And then I remember you guys were being like, man, we might make some noise. I think all the Texan fans and also Ryan Fitzmagic slapped you across their faces with their It was beautiful. Thank you, Fitzmagic. And of course, Arian Foster. Thank you. And the Texan defense. Nice.
Right, this next one had the Vikings at the Buccaneers. He picked that right. He picked the Vikings. They ended up winning 19-13 in Tampa Bay. Come on, Lovey. I thought you had it in you to win your second game of the season. But you didn't. Come on. It would only make me happier if we weren't tied for last in our division. If you want to beat the Vikings, we wouldn't be tied for last right now. But you lost. And you're lucky that the NFC South is freaking horrible. Otherwise, you guys you guys are already dead in the water. But you're still kind of close to the top. Because the top record in the NFC South is 3-4. Oh, good lord. But, yeah, Buccaneers, you suck.
Yeah, Lovey, what's wrong with you, man? In a few years, they'll be decent.
I'll carry on to the game that I got right. The Bills at the Jets. The Bills stomped on the Jets. They embarrassed Geno Smith to the point where they had to bench him and bring in Michael Vick, which isn't much of an upgrade. But they still lost by 20. Geno Smith threw 3 interceptions and only got 5 yards. To the point where Rex Ryan's like, okay, this is it. We gotta pull him. Let's bring in someone not as better as him, Michael Vick, who doesn't do any better. But, oh, good lord. You spent all that money getting Percy Harvin and Eric Decker and Chris Johnson. You're trying to build an all-star team, but it's going nowhere. And it won't go anywhere for a while.
Rex Ryan, you're done as far as this team's considered. I don't even think any other team is gonna hire you. Michael Vick. Geno Smith only had 3 drives. It was beautiful. And Michael Vick, I still don't get why you have him. He proved in Philly and in Atlanta he's a turnover machine. He fumbles the ball. He's like, oh no, I dropped it. I'm not gonna fall on it. And then he's like, catch! Hits the turf. Plays dead. He can run, but he's gonna hurt himself running out of bounds.
Alright. Time for you to move over. Now is my time to rant. You can kind of guess what game this is now. The Bears at the Patriots. And I even said last week that we would lose. I said it loud and clear that we would have no chance against New England. And I was right. 23-51. A 4-touchdown gap. Now let's take a look at some comparisons here. We got Jay Cutler against Tom Brady. Now, what kind of dumb would pick Jay Cutler over Tom Brady? Besides Kristen Cavallari, who is the wife of Jay Cutler. I'm not talking to you. Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady. Much better duo. Bears. What is going on? Can we put up any sort of fight without making ourselves look stupid? And speaking of stupid, our defensive end, Lamar Houston, being down, being down 25 points. They had to bring in the backup, Jimmy Garoppolo, because Tom Brady was like, you know what, this is getting too easy for me. Let's just bring in the backup. We'll still win by 4 touchdowns. So Lamar Houston sacks Garoppolo, and he's starting to celebrate. Yeah, I sacked a backup quarterback. He does the celebration, tears his ACL, and is out for the season. We signed this guy to 5 years, and he's out for his first year because he did something completely embarrassing and stupid, like celebrating a sack against a backup quarterback. Now, if you want to be knowledgeable in this league, do not celebrate by sacking a backup quarterback. Oh, my God. But the problems just don't stop there. Jay Cutler, you need to have more emotion besides. You need to pass to Brandon Marshall more. You need to pass to Alshon Jeffrey more. You need to hand the ball off to Forte. I blame Trestman for that. Your conservative play calling is horrible. Get rid of the glasses, you nerd, and look at some serious playbooks. Get rid of Mel Tucker, because his defense is absolutely god-awful. Let's bring back Mike Singletary, who knows how to work a defense. But, on the bright side, we'll win next week. Because that's our bye week! And it doesn't count for our record books, but I consider it a win. Because you know what we got after our bye week? We got Green Bay. In Green Bay. 3-6 after 9 games. And after Green Bay, we got Minnesota at home. So I'm praying to you. Please, Bears. I don't see you winning against Green Bay. But please God win against Minnesota in Chicago. I need their first home win to avoid going to a mental asylum. Okay, I'm good. All right.
You said get rid of the glasses, so I get rid of the glasses.
I was talking about Trestman. All right. Rams at Chiefs. 34-7 Chiefs. We both picked the Chiefs. I mean, I'm glad Rams they beat Seattle last week, but I don't know, that lucky train was going to roll on for very long.
The Rams suck. That is all.
Dolphins at Jags. Damn it, Bortles. They lost by 2 touchdowns against the Dolphins, 27-13. He picked the Dolphins. I picked the Jags. Damn it, Bortles. Ravens at Bengals. Damn it, Dalton. Last minute drive into the end zone. I almost had this right. Damn it, Ravens. 24-27 Bengals. I still don't trust you, Andy Dalton. You're going to have to do more than just go down and score a touchdown less than a minute to go. At home.
Who was the moron that had that, was it pass interference or holding call on them, like the last drive that kept the Ravens from winning that in that final game, that final play? I don't remember his name, but whoever you are, you're an idiot. Man, Ravens, you had a winning streak. The Bengals had a losing streak. They got blown up by Indy the week before. The AFC North is a cluster heck.
It's tough to figure out the NFL this year. Eagles at the Cardinals. Cardinals won 24-20. I picked the Cardinals. I got that right. He picked the Eagles. They ended up losing. I don't know what you have to say about this one.
Why would you give Nick Foles 62 pass attempts? That's why. I mean, he's a decent quarterback at best, but he has one of the most turnovers in the league. Next to Blake Bortles, of course. No, but I hear some people saying that he put up 411 yards. Like I said, 62 pass attempts. He didn't put up good numbers, man. I'm not saying start Sanchez, but Nick Foles isn't even the quarterback that Chip Kelly wants in that system. So why? They need a new QB. But then these next few years. But good on you, Carson Palmer.
Alright, so we got the Colts at the Steelers. Who would have thought Steelers would be on a winning streak all of a sudden? They just put a whomping on the Colts in Pittsburgh. 51-34 was the final score. And is this the... Do we travel like 5 years back to when Big Ben was like in his ace mode? Because, oh my god, who would have thought he put up 51 points against the Colts? We both picked the Colts. But obviously we got that wrong.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, I have a reasonable explanation. They're pregnant. No, they're overachieving this year, and they're not as good as their record shows. They'll flatline soon enough. Colts, Chuck Pagano. The one time I compliment you, you suck the next week. So, why?
Speaking of sucking, let's talk about the Raiders and how they still can't win a game. Even though I picked the Browns, and they did win 23-13. Raiders, my God, they can't win.
Sorry, Raider Nation. You guys suck. I mean, yeah, that's nothing new. You guys have sucked for the past, 13 years. I feel bad for you guys. Mainly because I know how it feels to... No, I don't. You guys are terrible. But, I picked you guys to win, and you couldn't beat the Cleveland Bums. Damn it. What was up with the handoff to Darren McFadden? It looked like it just bounced right out of his arms and into the linebacker. Crap, I forgot his name. It looked like it just bounced right into his arms off the handoff. What happened? Damn it, Oakland. Why don't you give Jones Drew the ball more often? You signed him in the offseason. You don't give him any touches. Why?
Some questions I'll never be answered. Packers at Saints was the Sunday night game, and thank you, Drew Brees, for answering my request from last week. When I said get it together, you did. You put on a curtain against the Slackers defense. Guys ended up winning by 3 touchdowns, and I'm very impressed.
Oh my god. Where was the Saints team the past 7 weeks? I picked you guys to lose. The one time I pick you guys to lose, you guys win. What? What? Drew Brees throws for 300 and something 300 something yards, and I mean Jimmy Graham is back and he looks pretty good. I mean he was pretty weak in the first half, but Mark Ingram, I don't know, he doesn't impress me still. He looked he looked good against the league's 32 ranked rushing defense. So take that for what it's worth. No, as soon as they get Ingram going, there was no way they were gonna lose. But Aaron Rodgers, you played until yeah. You were tied at 16, and then you decide, you know what? I'm gonna pull a Michael Vick on this play. He runs out of bounds. Just a regular scramble. Nobody touches him. He grabs his hamstring. Then get out my hamstring! And then every Packer fan just cries out in agony because he's hurt. But he'll probably be back against the Bears, so not all hope is lost for Green Bay
Don't worry, we'll get that evaluated by Clay Matthews in the shower. Alrighty, on to the Monday night game. The upset here. The Redskins at the Cowboys. We both picked the Cowboys. But who proved us wrong? Colt McCoy, the third stringer of the Redskins, puts on a dominant performance. And the Redskins win this one in overtime. And Tony Romo is back to his choking habits.
How did Brandon Wheaton put up more points than you, Tony Romo? I know you injured your back, but you were in for majority of the game. Okay, an even better question. When you're in overtime, the Redskins kick a field goal, why exactly are you passing the ball on nearly every single down? DeMarco Murray has had a wonderful season and even a wonderful game. You just abandon the run. You do that, you guys aren't making the playoffs this year. I'm sorry.
Alright. Now on to week 9 predictions. Rapid fire, we've had time to think about these. We got the Thursday night game. 2 NFC South teams clashing together. Saints at the Panthers. I'm picking the Saints because I hate the Panthers.
If the Saints team from last week shows up, the Saints should annihilate. But if the Saints that can't play on the road show up, it's going to be like 20-13. And because, well, the Saints suck. Sorry, Saints. I'm going with Carolina. No, I'm not sorry. F*** you.
Jaguars at Bengals. Bengals. Because they're at home and they're playing a horrible team.
Watch, they're going to lose now just to piss you off. Yeah, no, there's no way, though, that Andy Dalton is going to lose to Blake Bortles, who'll probably throw like 10 interceptions in this game. Geno Atkins is going to have his way with him, fondling him while he reaches the ground. Because, all the Bengal fans would rather watch grown men touch each other's butts than work. I'm just kidding! Bengals!
Here's a sleeper. Bucks at the Browns. I got the Browns just because Buccaneers are terrible.
That surprises me. I thought you'd pick the Lovie Smith and his Buccaneers over the Brownies. You know what? Yeah, okay, yeah, the Falcons aren't falling to last place in the NFC South. So, Browns, good on you. You have another win.
Cardinals at the Cowboys. I got the Cardinals because the Redskins prove that anybody, no matter what record you have, can beat Dallas at home. Cardinals are a much better team than the Redskins. And I say with Carson Palmer, they're going to get it done in Dallas. I got Cardinals.
The only way this game will be close is if they stick to the run. I know that Arizona has the best run-stopping defense. Really, who have they stopped? I mean, Shady's having a terrible year. Who have he stopped? No one. But no, overall though, I think Arizona should win this game. They should win pretty handily, I would say. Cardinals.
Eagles at Texans. And I know it's not really much of an upset pick here considering they're playing at home. But I got the Texans. They're going on a winning streak.
Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic. And this Texan defense, most importantly, is going to win this game. You know why? Nick Foles, you suck. Okay, you don't suck, but you have the most amount of turnovers in the NFL right now. And the Texans are number one at causing turnovers. For that reason, it's going to be a low-scoring game, and the Texans are winning.
The Jets at the Chiefs. Now, if you're playing at the loudest stadium, you're not going to win. and especially when you're the Jets, there is no way in hell you're going to win. Chiefs are going to win in blowout fashion.
Come on, Michael Vick. Oh, who are we kidding? You're going to turn the ball over 10 times. Chiefs are going to win. Big time.
Chargers at Dolphins. I still don't trust you, Dolphins. I don't know. I don't know who's going to show up. The team that choked against the Packers at home? Or the team that was like, maybe if we beat the Bears in Chicago, we can continue their winless home streak. But nonetheless, I'm picking the Chargers.
Remember how I said last week that the Chargers are going to flatline? Well, that's going to continue. Dolphins.
Redskins at Vikings. 2 words. Colt McCoy. Get it done.
Colt McCoy sucks. He has as many. I think he still has more interceptions than touchdowns in his entire career. You have a quarterback that the Browns passed on. No, but I don't think. No, the Redskins aren't going to win this game. Sorry, Redskins.
Rams at the 49ers. And as much of a competition as the Rams give the 49ers, I say San Fran's going to come up. Since they're coming fresh out of their bye, they're going to be ready for St. Louis, and they're going to win by 17 points.
Both of these teams suck. But St. Louis just sucks a little bit more. San Fran's going to win.
Now, this one is probably the toughest game to pick. We got the Broncos at the Patriots. 2 future Hall of Fame quarterbacks going head to head. Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. Do we remember last season what happened when the Broncos were up by, I believe, 3 touchdowns, maybe a little more? In the second half, Tom Brady's like, you know what? We're going to come back and we're going to win. And they did. But nonetheless, I am picking Tom Brady over Peyton Manning. It'll be a shootout nonetheless, but I got the Patriots on this one.
I still don't understand how they choked that lead away. The Broncos. I think the Patriot defense is a little bit better. But you know what? This game is always a coin flip, so Broncos, get it done.
We got. Oh, God. Speaking of Raider Nation, oh boy. Raiders at the Seahawks. 5-touchdown win. Seahawks.
Seattle offense isn't that good. I mean, you know what? Seattle should win, but I'm going to pick Oakland every single game until they win. Oakland!
And Ravens at the Steelers for Sunday night. And I don't know, prime time in Pittsburgh. I could see Big Ben putting up big numbers again. I'm going to go with the Steelers on this one.
Big Ben is going to show us the Big Ben that he is this year. Ravens.
All right, for the Monday night game, we got the Colts at the Giants. And the Colts are going to win this one because the Giants are having a sluggish year, and the Colts want to win a game after they lost last week. So I got the Colts on this one by 13 points.
Giants fans, you might want to be careful. The Redskins are they're knocking on their ceiling or also your floor. They want out of the basement for last place in the NFC East. Let us out! You gotta be kidding me if you think the Giants are gonna beat the Colts. Eli Manning. Colts.
Alright, well that does it for the recap and the predictions. Stay tuned next week for when we'll recap Week 9 and look forward to Week 10. Adios.
Peace out.